So to do your stamping, getting yourself some stamps, I've got a load of different sizes, and the company that I use is Benny Craft, B-E-N-E. Oh no, it's not, is it? It's Benny Create. Oh, I don't know now. B-E-N-E-C-R-E-A-T. Maybe an E at the end. Anyway, so they come in packs like this. They're not particularly expensive. I think this one was maybe £25 for all of these, so it works out, you know, a couple of quid each one, and they're good quality. They last quite long. Same as these ones, slightly smaller, but same company. So, if you're struggling with the stamps, you can use some tape. Duct tape's the best because it's quite thick and it will give you a lip. So when you come to do your stamping, you can line the bottom of the image with the tape, like this. So you slide down and you'll feel it. It just hits. And that way, you can keep a straight line. And that's if you're putting wording in, or maybe even you're trying to do a design where the picture has a nice straight line and it stops, and then you've got like a different picture or design underneath. But yeah, that's how you would go about keeping it in a straight line. And then if you're worried about the distance between each letter, you can also tape as you go. So for example, if you put a T here, you would then tape over the T just to the edge of it, and then when you come and put, say, the O next to it, you would line it up against the side, line it up against the bottom, hit it, and then that will keep it straight on the line here, but it will also keep the margin the same between each letter. So as you go, you would just tape each letter, covering the same amount as you go. So now I'm going to show you the way that I personally do the stamping. I don't normally use tape, but I've pulled it off the roll now, so I don't want to waste it. So I'll just hold that secure there. So I use a lump hammer. It's quite weighty. I mean, it's a solid chunk at the top there. And the way that I like to do it is, I always start with the sky. So for example, if let's do a sun. I always do a moon, so let's do a sun today. I would want the sun around the centre, but up the higher end. So I would find the middle by eye. I don't measure this. Go up slightly. I would straighten it up, and this is important because if this isn't dead straight and it's not solid against the piece that you're trying to stamp, when you come to hit it with the hammer, the stamp won't be even, and it won't come out a nice sort of even picture. It will be one-sided, lopsided, and then you'll be struggling to try and correct that. So best thing to do is just to take your time a little bit, keep this dead straight, make sure it's, you know, tight to the piece that you're trying to stamp, and then, like I say, I use a lump hammer and I just give it one strike. Again, if you're not confident using a lump hammer, use a smaller hammer. You know, don't hurt yourself trying to do it in one go. It's just the way that I do it. And then just like that, I show you. You've got your sun. And then I use the first stamp to work around the rest of my picture. So now we've got the sun there, I'm gonna go some trees. So where the sun is, I'm imagining this is the horizon here, and this will be the land as such. So I'll start my trees from the land line. Again, doing it all by eye. You can measure this and mess around all you like, but I just find it's a bit of a waste of time trying to find a dead center when you're doing jewelry like cutlery jewelry. If you was making something out of 24 karat gold, fully appreciate how it has to be exact and precise, but with this type of work I do feel like you want to keep the handmade look as such, because, you know, lots of factories make perfect jewelry. There's lots of places you can get perfect jewelry, but I like how handmade jewellery, each piece is different and they're not perfect. I think that gives it quite a lot of charm. So anyway, back to what I'm trying to do. Same thing, I'm leveling off my stamp against its base, so it's not rocking, it's not, you know, on one side, it's secure against the base, and it's straight up, so when I come to do the strike, that I get a nice impression. So one strike, just like that. And then I'll show you this one. So now I'm gonna follow the trees down this side, and I'll do the same this side. So let's get this tree line sorted. So now we've got our trees in, I'm going to come through with, I need to get some new stamps if I'm honest. I haven't got that much of a variation, but I've got so much money tied up in the manufacturing of new tools, I don't really have it. So actually, if Benny Create, if that's your name, I do apologise if I get it wrong. If anyone watches this, a rep or something like that, I'll give you free advertisement. Give me a referral link for like 10% off so I can give that to the people on my page. And in return, all I want is some free stamps. Woo! Send me some free stuff. And now, I just want to put a thinner tree just here at the front line. Do the same over this side. And the way that I do this is I actually use the design on this end and I push it against and I feel it. So I can feel that's where the tree starts. So I pull it over slightly so I know that I'm not going to be landing dead on it. So there it is. Pull it over slightly. Give it a stamp. And then I'll put a few more of these, I think, just to give it a bit of depth. And what I'm using here is just a different style of tree. So now you've got your tree line, you've got your sun. What else can we put on there? I want to put something in the centre. Maybe. So I've got this one. I don't know if this is going to particularly work, but this video is more to show you how I go about the stamping. So if I fuck it up, it's alright. Oh no, I like that. And then what I would do, so for a design like this, you know, with like the moon or whatever, you would add the stars. And so what I would do here is I would just give it a bit of depth. And then if you go one direction, it will just give it that. Go over my stamps with quite a fine sandpaper. I think this is 7000. So this is what it looks like before sanding. And then just running a bit of sandpaper over the top just seems to blend it in quite nice. And you don't need to do much here, you're just smoothing off any rough edges that the stamp may have left, making it a bit more unison. And then obviously you would just carry on with your bracelet as you would, bend it into shape. Sand, polish, correct any marks, whatever it may be, and then that's the finish. And obviously I would do a bit more work on this before it was a finished product, but this is where I would go with the stamping. And like I say, you've got to remember this is the design end as such. This is just like a little extra, you know, ties it in quite nice. But yeah, so that's how I do the stamping. Fairly simple. Hope that helps. And watch your fingers. And I'll just show you while I'm on the subject how I would then fill these in. I just use a permanent marker. That's it. And I go across the design, making sure that I get into all the crevices and make sure the ink gets down deep into there. Doing the same the whole way through. You want to give this maybe, 3-4 minutes to dry. Once you've done this, again, making sure the ink's getting down all the way to the bottom. And then once you're happy, you've got everything, so give it a few minutes to dry, and that's it, you're finished. Well done. No, I'm joking. So then you would come across, I use just like a Mr. Sheen furniture polish. Just get a little, oh, I'm almost out. Oh no, I'm completely out. Oh, I'm going in dry, guys. So then I would just give it a little bit of pressure, go across, take off any excess, going in both directions. I know what you're thinking, oh, does that not take the ink out of the stamps? No, it does not. You shall see. So yeah, now we're finished. There's your finished stamp. Have fun. Don't get ink on your fingers. And yeah, enjoy your day.